Hey everyone, and welcome into our game preview this week. My name is Matt McMullen, and this week we're joined by one of the very best in the business. Is Tracy Wolfson from CBS Sports. She'll be on the sidelines for this weekend's game, and she's the perfect person to talk to about this because she covered like 6 Chiefs games this year, and she also covered the Bills just last weekend. And Tracy, a lot to talk about with this matchup, so many storylines, but I'm curious, just from the 10,000-foot view, your initial thoughts going into this game.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it. They're matched up again. We're going to see this matchup, which we've loved so much. The rivalry that's been building between whether it's Andy Reid and Sean McDermott, whether it's, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen on display in the playoffs. But this time it is in Buffalo. And I think, that is something that, has to be kept at the top of your mind. I know a lot has been made of Patrick Mahomes going on the road in a playoff game, for the first time. Andy Reid, I don't think has played a road playoff game since 2015. The last time that they were in Buffalo, there were no fans. So it's kind of the first time they're experiencing Bills Mafia and what it is like. Now, the good news is it's not going to be, snowstorm, band over the stadium. It's going to be cold, but you guys are used to that, certainly, having dealt with those frigid temperatures last week. It's going to be a battle. It always is. I think, when you look at the Bills right now, they are certainly hobbled on the defensive side of the ball, struggling at the linebacker position, struggling in the secondary. Who's going to be out there still remains to be seen, but it is something, no doubt, that the Kansas City Chiefs can take advantage of. And when you're facing Patrick Mahomes, you'd like those linebackers, to be at full strength, no doubt. What I saw from the Chiefs last week, extremely impressive. We've talked about it. Just let your defense win it for you. Play simple ball. Don't turn the ball over. Run the football with Isaiah Pacheco. And then when you can open it up and get it to Kelsey and now to Rice, who's been certainly stepping up, that is the formula for success for the Chiefs. And let their defense go do what they've been doing all year long. So it's going to be a battle out there. I know how bad, being in Buffalo, I know how bad they want this. And not saying that Kansas City doesn't, but they're trying to get over that hump, no doubt, and try and make it to a Super Bowl. So we should have a good one on Sunday night, no doubt.
Well, you mentioned the weather. It's going to be a balmy 20 degrees, I think. It's nothing at all compared to what we dealt with just last weekend here in Kansas City when it was like negative 20. So the Chiefs certainly are used to this kind of weather. You mentioned the Chiefs defense. They've been one of the stories of the season so far. They've been so good. Number 2 scoring defense in the NFL this year. And they've held the opposition under 24 points in 16 of 18 games. Just remarkably consistent. And they were so good last week against the Dolphins. What are some keys for the Chiefs defense here in this one, in your mind, to slow down Josh Allen and this Bills offense?
I think number one, they've got to contain the run. James Cook has been really able to move the ball. They're doing a really good job with this line. Certainly they're blocking great for him. One of their key blockers, Gabe Davis, though, not going to play in this game. And that's a big deal because not only is he their number 2 wide receiver, but he's a tremendous run blocker. Even won a game ball the week that he didn't have a reception. He won a game ball for his run blocking skills. So he's not going to be out there. That is certainly huge for them. But I think containing the run, number one, and then containing Josh Allen's legs at this time of the season, as much as they don't want to risk Josh Allen getting hurt, he takes control. The ball is in his hands and he's going to do what he wants with it. There's going to be the design runs, as there should be, but we saw last week on the 52-yard run that he had, they're all yelling from the sidelines for him to slide, and there is no stopping him when he sees that end zone. And, it's playoff mode, so you're going to do whatever you can to win. I suspect that he's going to want the ball in his hands, and I can see a lot of, him running the football. So containing him, having a spy, whether it's Willie Gay or someone else, making sure he doesn't get out of that pocket, I think is going to be huge. Forcing, and it's funny to say, forcing them to throw the football, because that's, it's Josh Allen. He can throw the football really well, and they have playmakers and Stephon Diggs, and they've got the 2 tight ends who are playing tremendous ball as well and can block as well. So I think those are the keys, though. It starts with winning the line of scrimmage. The defensive line certainly has to win the line of scrimmage, and then just keep containing Josh in the pocket and stopping that run game, no doubt.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. It's kind of counterintuitive when you think about the Bills that you might want to stop the run before you stop the pass.
I
But
know.
since their winning streak began, they lead the NFL in rushing attempts, and they're 21st in passing yards per game. So I think you hit the nail on the head.
And I think the other thing is, look, you get them into that position, you get them behind the 8 ball or behind the chains. We've seen Josh Allen turn the football over. And, talking with Steve Spagnuolo this week, he's talked about the idea and they've worked all week on, whether it's punching the football out, whether it's taking advantage and trying to get those interceptions. When he throws the ball up in kind of like desperation mode, you want to be there when you can to take advantage of that. And that starts when they feel like, they're in dire mode. Or they're in a position that they have to make a play. And so the Chiefs defense certainly knows they need to take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, well, it should be a great matchup. Whenever Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen go head-to-head, it always is. Kind of has a Brady Manning feel to it. And now for the third time in 4 years, it's Chiefs and Bills, and this time with a spot in the AFC Championship game on the line. Tracy, awesome stuff. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.